everybody, it's Emily from Emily Loves London. I hope you are all well. I've been kind of absent lately. It's because I've been in Australia for a month and that was nice, and I saw all my family and that was cool. So yes, now I'm back and ready to get back into my reading, especially my comic reading, which is what I'm doing today, which is my October Comic TBR. And here is the pile. It's not that big, but it's quite heavy. Oh, there we go. This is better. So the first I have on my list is something that I am doing in correlation with, of course, Halloween. And that is Harrow County. And this is volume 1, Countless. I'm going to say Haints, but I can never pronounce that correctly. Dyslexia. This is done by Cullen Bunn and Tyler Crook, and I actually got recommended this by a lovely author, Hope Nicholson, and she said definitely if you want to get into kind of like Dark Horse comics, try this. And as I said, I loved horror, so it's a natural given. So basically this is about young Emmy always knew that the woods surrounding her home crawled with ghosts and monsters, the countless haunts of Harrow County, but on the eve of her 18th birthday she learns that she is connected to these creatures and to the land itself in ways she never could have imagined. Ooh. So I'm very excited to read this, hence it's got a very Halloween horror vibe, which I absolutely love because I love all things horror. So yeah, I can't wait to get stuck into this, and it's not that big. It's manageable. I can do this in a day, I think. Next I have on my list to continue with the horror theme. Well, I say horror, it's more sci-fi-ish. Basically, it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Remaining Sunlight. And this is done by, if I can remember correctly, so it's written by Andy Watson and it's done by Joe Bennett and Rick Ketchum. I love his name, Ketchum. It's a really cool name. So yeah, it's basically one of the Buffy adventures from the TV show, well, based on the TV show, in comic form, and it looks absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to read it. Yeah, just a bit of Buffy, and it's the 20th anniversary of the start of Buffy, so I'm very excited. Gonna start my rewatch this month, so can't wait. So yeah, I can't wait to read this, and this I can do like in an hour. I mean, it's so short. So yeah, can't wait to read that. Continuing on with the horror theme, it's just all gonna be horror, apart from like, no, nearly all horror, apart from like one, I think. But you can count, I don't know if you can count the one I'm talking about not as horror or as horror. We'll see when we get to it. The next one I'm reading is Outcast, and this is done by Image Comics, and it's recently been turned into a TV show, and it's from the writer who did Walking Dead, so that's really cool. It's written by Robert Kirkman, and the artist is Paul Azaceta. I've just butchered his name, I apologise. But yeah, that's it, and I cannot wait to read this. I've heard so many cool things about the series, not only the TV series, but also the comic, and I love Image Comics, as I'm a big fan of Saga. So basically this follows Kyle Barnes, who has been plagued by a demonic possession, and yeah, he just wants to get out of it. I mean, who doesn't? Why do you want a demon in you? But yeah, it sounds really cool, and I can't wait to read it. Might read this on Halloween. This will be quite a good Halloween one. Just like on the day, scary kind of thing. Yes, agreed. Next, to continue with the horror vibe, is something I absolutely love because I absolutely love the TV show when it came out, and I hadn't realised that they were comics before then, so I'm so excited to pick them up, and I'm now on volume 2 and absolutely loving them. And yeah, so this is iZombie volume 2, and it's 6 Feet Under and Rising. It's by Chris Robinson and Michael Allred. I was like reading his last name, like, why is it turned down? Because it's brain-like. How cool is that? So those of you who don't know what iZombie is, basically Liv Tyler, who is a medical student, goes to a party one night and gets scratched by a zombie. How unfortunate. Just like, don't go to those parties. And basically she's now a zombie and she doesn't feel like living her life very much. So she decides to become a medical examiner for the morgue. And basically every time she eats a brain of somebody, she gets visions of their life. So she uses that to help her partner in crime, no, not really, her detective friend Clive Babineau to help solve the crimes. And it's really cool, great fun, good comedy as well as a great crime drama, so definitely check it out. And if you don't feel like reading the comic, go watch the TV series. It's all on Netflix. They're on series 3 now, so well, that's how far they've got up to on Netflix, so yeah, definitely go check it out. Okay, next we have something I really like watching, rewatching or rereading at Halloween, because I just absolutely, I love this story. It's really good. And it is V for Vendetta, and this is obviously by Alan Moore and done by David Lloyd, and it's just a fantastic story. I love it. It's revolutionary and it's just fantastic, and the film's really good. If you ever want to watch the film, definitely go see it. Go grab it, see it. Well, you can't see it anymore unless somebody does like a V for Vendetta thing at old Picture House Cinema or something. But that would be quite cool. But yeah, the film has Natalie Portman in it. It's really good. And the story is basically in this weird world where these Guy Fawkes masked man is, and basically this woman is in a dark alley and she gets attacked, and then he comes along and saves her, and then he stays in her place, and it's like this weird relationship between them because he wants to blow up the world, specifically Parliament. So yeah, it's a really great story. It's just very political, fun. Or is it slightly comic in a way? Good wit, that's what I mean. But yeah, it's a fantastic story. Definitely go either read it or check out the film. You'd definitely like it. And actually, I'd really like a TV series of this. Guys, I think we should get this going. That would be really cool. And lastly on my list, I didn't know whether this was technically, you can class this in the horror section, because it's not really, but kind of is. We'll see. Anyway, it's Spider-Man Birth of Venom. I'm really excited for Tom Hardy's performance as Venom next year. Yeah, it is next year. So I decided to get myself the start and the birth of Venom. Oh, that's just a tongue twister. Venom. And it's basically how he comes about and his story with Spider-Man, and it looks really cool. I can't wait to read it. And this is done by it's done by a lot of people, but I'll give you a few names. So you've got Jim Shooter and Roger Stern as some of the writers, some of the pencilers as Mike Zegg and Ron Friends, and some of the inkers are Brett Breeding and Bill Anderson. So it's full of amazing artists, and it's old style comic, which I haven't read a lot of, which is going to be really interesting. So it's the old kind of like, I would call this 50s style, but I'm not sure. technically not sure. But yeah, it looks really cool and I can't wait to find out what the story is like. So yeah, basically, this is all that I am reading in the October month. My water bottle just fell down. That was really clever. And there goes. No, stopping my notebook from going. And that is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you are reading in your Comic TBR of October. I would love to hear if you have any more horror comic suggestions, because you know how much I love the horror. So yeah, let me know and let me know what you're reading. I will see you guys soon for another video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you are new to my channel, you can click the subscribe button below to see more of me. And I will see you again soon for a new video. Bye!